I've talked a lot about people not being obligated to go see their dying person if they felt like that was a toxic relationship. But I haven't really talked about when it's the dying person who doesn't want to reach out to their family members. One of my patients was a woman in her 60s. She had colon cancer. She had a mental health disorder, bipolar, and she lived by herself in senior living apartment. She was kind of a crusty lady, but I really liked her a lot. In fact, she was one of the very few patients who I would actually allow to smoke when I was in the apartment with her, which is really a no-no, but I just liked her so much. And she had just high stress and she wasn't able to leave her apartment, and she was like on the third or fourth floor. It just wasn't reasonable for her to be able to get outside and smoke when I was there. And she just was so anxious and just needed to smoke. So she'd sit by the window and smoke, and I would be like, okay with that. She had a lot going on with her physically. She had a colostomy that she was really having a hard time changing, and she had a rectal fistula, and she just like really had some things happening, lots of pain. I had to organize her medications for her all the time in a Mediset because she couldn't remember what she needed to take when. As she started to need more and more help, I worried about her living by herself. And I had known that she had two adult sons that she wasn't in contact with, but we never really talked about it before. She started having signs of terminal agitation, and I knew that this was the point where we had to get her into a facility. And so I had her transferred over to this really beautiful place, and they started trying to get her agitation under control. A lot of times when people have terminal agitation, they're not able to communicate to us, but she was able to let me know that it was okay for me to finally call her sons and update them on what was happening. Each one of them told me that they were so relieved. They had been trying to call her and she wasn't answering her phone. And I explained what I knew, that she felt like she had not been a good mother to them. She had expressed to me that she didn't think that they wanted her to be in their life because of how she had been with them when they were younger. And both of them had so much forgiveness. Wow, that that was unexpected. Haven't thought about this for a long time. I haven't thought about this lady for a long time. They had so much forgiveness for her, and they had been so concerned about her. And both of them dropped everything and flew out to be with her at the care center. And they were finally able to get her comfortable with medications once her sons got there, and they were able to be with her and tell her how much they loved her and that they forgave her.